It is attainable. You can embody your vision. I am unaware of your ultimate vision. I am also ignorant of the frequency with which you have endured the profound agony of a broken spirit in your endeavor to realize it. Yet bear this axiom in mind. The dream that occupies your consciousness, it is entirely attainable. A select few already comprehend that the transformation of one's life is no facile undertaking. To fundamentally reforge your existence necessitates fortitude, perseverance, and profound personal sacrifice. The odyssey toward your aspirations will inevitably be fraught with reversals, repudiation, and often a crushing burden of despondency and weariness. Moments will arise where your core conviction will be severely shaken, and you will utter the plea, "O divine power, why am I subjected to this ordeal? My sole desire is to provide for my family. I harbor no malice towards anyone. But heed this, those periods of tribulation arrive not to decimate you, but to refine you. They are not meant for cessation, but for passage. Eminence is not some celestial endowment reserved for a privileged few. It is an intrinsic potency residing within every individual. You must maintain an unwavering certitude, woven into the very fabric of your soul, that you were born for a singular purpose. The majority of people live a homogeneous existence. They establish a household, accumulate wealth, and quietly vanish from the world stage. They relinquish the pursuit of advancement. They cease the process of edification. They abandon the rigorous effort of propelling themselves toward new frontiers. Consequently, they lodge grievances against life, yet undertake no remedial action. Why? Because they are governed by apprehension, the dread of failing. What if I stumble and collapse? The dread of succeeding. What if I ascend too high and cannot sustain the altitude? These dual anxieties usurp an individual's vision. You squander your invaluable time seeking affirmation from others, craving their applause, their endorsement, and their validation. You scrutinize the lives of others, their conduct, their aesthetic, their cognitive paradigm, and in this relentless pursuit, you obliterate your authentic self. I issue a mandate to you. Cultivate solitude. Engage in tranquil contemplation, introspect. Pose the profound questions to your conscience. Who am I fundamentally? What is my ultimate and genuine desire? Disengage from those individuals who deplete your vitality, who deride your ambitions, who instill a sense of inferiority. For those who pursue their vision, their existence assumes a distinct and profound resonance. When you evolve into the exemplary individual, disciplined, self-aware, perpetually eager for evolution, you naturally emerge as an exception to the collective. You forge your own distinctive deportment, your own incontestable identity. As long as you persist in emulating others, you will never surpass their accomplishments. You cannot become the world's finest reproduction, but you can become your own optimum iteration. Determine your own intrinsic worth. Not everyone will comprehend this, and that is perfectly acceptable. For you are not pedestrian, you are extraordinary. Circumvent yourself with those who are fervently ambitious, who are unrelenting, who refuse to capitulate, who do not merely acquiesce to life as it presents itself, but who are driven to ameliorate it. For victors invariably prefer the companionship of other victors. Those who realize their visions are privy to a singular truth. If it is to be accomplished, it must be accomplished by me. If you aspire to greater prosperity in life, if you aim to attain feats previously unattempted, then invest profoundly in your own being. Fortify your mental architecture. Peruse texts, acquire knowledge, assimilate novel ideologies. For your intellect is your most formidable asset. Recall this: the perceptions others harbor about you do not constitute your predestination. You must refuse to exist as a victim in life. No matter how deep the despair, declare within your heart, I possess the capacity to execute this. Even if all others withhold their belief, you must be your own champion. This is your unshakable tenet. This is your definitive character. And should circumstances mandate, you must be prepared to contend for it, even until your ultimate breath. Whether the era is bleak, whether the journey is protracted, you shall prevail. I desire to be the standard bearer for a single concept, the conviction that all endeavors are possible. Regardless of your origins, you can author your own narrative. Some of you aspire to become engineers, physicians, entrepreneurs, or creators. But remember, Lass, you cannot reach those pinnacles until you educate your own psyche. A diploma will grant you technical expertise, but self-investment will bestow sagacity. I implore you to take heart. Seek erudition daily, engage in profound deliberation, allocate 1 hour each day to achieve self-comprehension. When you recognize your authentic self, you will discontinue the impulse to compete and commence the creation of your own trajectory. You will transcend the commonplace, and when individuals cease to hold you in high esteem, you will remain unaffected. For your ultimate objective will no longer be to placate them, but to fulfill your imperative mission. If you are merely discussing your visions but have initiated no tangible action, then take the inaugural stride. Proceed, articulate, initiate. Commencing today, this very moment. You can become the source of pride for your parents. You can inspire great deference in your instructors. You can galvanize multitudes. You can effect a global shift solely because you possess the ardor to strive. Permit no one to steal your dream. Regardless of the frequency of denial, the incidence of defeat, whether anyone believes in you, whether obscurity reigns, contemplate your vision and declare to your inner being, this will not cease until I am triumphant. Because you are capable of embodying your vision, and the world will be irrevocably altered. Because you entered this sphere and you undertook the effort.